Welcome to another MMO stream. Ooh, that coffee's good. Just as a reminder, you can go to unit.dev/MMO to play if you want. But today we are finishing the chat system, which is kind of working locally, but the networking needs to be finished. Or let me, actually, I need this note. This was what I needed to do. So this, where did I write this note? I wrote this on the server side. It's basically the server's receiving messages from the clients now. The server needs to aggregate those somehow into a list, and then started streaming 69 seconds ago. Nice. Heck yeah, I did. You came right on time. But I need to maintain this list of messages that needs to get sent next frame or next tick, and then next tick I just need to send them. So because these are in two different threads, I could either do a channel, reuse world update channel. I'll probably just reuse world update channel. Because it's already going to get packed into this world update. How are you doing today, TLK? Where's the delete list? Oh, the delete list wouldn't ever come from the client, so it doesn't get used. Doing fine, finally Friday. Nice, nice. Does feel good. I guess all my days feel the same nowadays, but back in the day when I was working, Fridays were definitely the best. Messages. Why is this variable called trusted login? Oh, this is the login. Whoops. I'm in the wrong section. Here's where it should have been. How'd you do in your English exam? Did it go well? Did you get an A? Did you ace it? Let's see here. Surprised you remember that, LOL? Don't know how much I did get, but I paused for too long when I was thinking of a word. What's up, Kai? How's it going? Nice, that's good. Yeah, dude, my mind's a steel trap. I don't know why I remembered it either. It just popped in my head. I usually am pretty bad at remembering stuff, so I hope you don't have high expectations for me now. What's WTF? Headset is only on one side, pretty much. Hold up. Uh-oh. It might be my OBS config. Let me monitor my input because this has happened to me before. Imagine not speaker shake my head. Morning, JJ. How's it going? How you doing today? It's audio properties. Let's see here. Yeah, I have it set to mono. It should be working. Monitor output. Test, test, test. Test, oh, this isn't plugged in. Hello. Test, 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 test. Should be coming out both. It's coming out both for me at least. Do you get some of your 1 second. Monitor off. Okay, perfect. Uh-oh. Headset's broken. Time to put me on speakerphone. I was gonna say, JJ, how's your Karate Kid website going? What's the show called now? The newer one? I can't remember. I haven't watched it yet. It looks good, but I fell asleep when I got home. Gotcha. I don't blame you. It sounds like you had a busy day. But I just keep feeling exhausted. Yeah, it happens. Sometimes you just get too much on the plate. So we can trust the messages because presumably the proxy has done any filtering that we want to do. And we can trust this user. Well, we should sanitize this, but I guess we should do some sort of sanitization here. Let's see here. I've actually not had to do this very much. Well, I just don't know what the problem would be. I'm trying to think of like what I would want to sanitize even for. I should sanitize this in the proxy though. I shouldn't sanitize it in the server. Because the server is this, servers are hard to distribute. Proxies are easy to distribute. Blue Monday. I like how people just have these like Black Friday, Blue Monday. I wonder if there's a strings package. Superstition. Like how I type strings and I search for that and I expect it to just work. Yeah, blazing fast. It's fast and highly configurable. I want to do, there's a it's hard to do has any invalid characters, but I want to do the opposite. I want to say if it has anything but these characters, then crash. Trim, so there's trim. with all leading. Yeah, so I can put a cut set and trim out everything, right? Oh, here we go. Trim func. No, we don't want to trim though, do we? We just want to say, does it have any of these? Index name returns the index of the first instance of any Unicode point from characters and S. Unicode. Oh, perfect. Well, the macOS set my sound balance to the right randomly. Oh, that's weird. Only sanitization you need is to check if the string starts with 0 DM and make it execute message content if it does. Is that what is that from? I haven't heard of that. Is that like a game or is that some bug? Index, last index, repeat. PHP RC backdoor reference. So I have two options. I can either try to drop the message if it's got characters that I don't allow. Like I'm basically, I think the easiest thing to do is just be like, oh, I only let like all English letters and then all of the main symbols. Just make sure to avoid for SQL injection. Yeah, I'm not planning to use any of this strings for database lookups, but I do want to be able to send it to people and kind of like have some amount of safety of like what the contents are. I just don't know. I'm just trying to think about what exactly I want. Yeah, I basically don't want anybody to be able to do anything to a client. Make a regex to only allow AZ09. Yeah, something like that. I just don't know if that's I don't know if it'd be faster to use a regex or let's just use a regex. Where's Jomi when you need him? Screw punctuation. No, I'll allow. I don't mind allowing them. There's even a regex package. Look at that. The problem with regex is they're like, it's just so hard to make sure that I know what I've done. We gotta go to the proxy though. MMO, CMD, proxy, main. When do we get a message? When I send messages out, what do I do? Oh, world update. Do I change it at all? Yeah, no, I just send it. Okay. What are you trying to do? So we have it to where all the UI stuff's working to support messages. Like you hit enter, the text box pops up, you type your message, you hit enter again. And when in movement gets blocked when you're typing in the text box. That stuff's all done now. That I did yesterday. Then we started doing networking. We got the messages sending to the server and printing out, but they're not doing anything. So now I just want to do a little bit of like, add some limitations on what strings are allowed to be sent. Actually, this should be in game. Because they even wrote, wait a second. Yeah, set speech. Oh, wait, maybe it's in client? No, MMO. What? I thought that's a... I have this send message function here. This is what I want to filter. So we're going to do the regex here. But now, let's import this. I guess this could import this, so that's fine. Actually, it's not game. It's just MMO. Is the title not clickbait? Are you really doing it? Oh yeah, we're doing it. I think we'll be able to finish it today. There's not that much left to do. We have all the messages sending. We just need to keep track of a list of them. Like, we need to filter the messages, keep track of a list of them in the on the server, and then on some interval, like, send them out. So I think we'll definitely finish today. I thought about making like stream cuts, like instead of posting, because I was kind of experimenting with like keeping my live streams public. And then I was thinking, what if I just like cut up? I went through and like rewatched my videos at like 4x speed or something, and then cut up all the interesting parts and put them together. Because there's a lot of like parts where I'm not really doing anything, or I'm like, oh, what's wrong with this? And I spend like 30 minutes fixing something. So I can cut stuff like that out and just like, oh, I do this, and then I do this, and then I do this. And make like a little like, it'd probably be like 30, I don't know, like the entire project would be like 30 minutes of adding some feature in. Like cut it down to something like that. I thought that might be cool. Obviously, that takes a little bit of time, but I'm gonna be super lazy. I'm just gonna write like, I really wish I didn't use the word message everywhere. I wish I used chat. Because message is super generic. We'll do filter chat. We get a message. Imagine if you did get last speech. What's that movie? It's called King's Speech. Get King's Speech. I feel bad. I should have worked on a project last night, but I fell asleep. All good. Filter chat speech. Well, the speech. The reason I used speech was because it's like, I assume it would be like a speech bubble. Send speech. 4 years and 7 years ago. I don't even remember how the speech goes. What's the Abraham Lincoln speech? 4 score and 7 years ago. There you go. Oh, this seems to be public. Filter chat message. No, this one's gonna have to be Filter chat messages. Are you banning profanity? Send a talk. Gosh. I'll probably if I do one with profanity filter, I'm not gonna type it in on stream. Just you guys don't send anything in this first round. This first round of release. I'm not gonna ban profanity on the start, no. Send to talk, filter chat talk, get last talk. All messages in chat must be a TED talk. Yeah, and then you just pass the link, the YouTube link to the thing. But we want to do this actually. We can make this more strongly typed. We can, or more like object based. We can just say t.messages.filter. So we'll make that. JSON Gamedev programmer makes profanity filter. I'm somewhat jealous of your ability to use Emacs, but at the same time, Golang is very comfortable. Yeah, Emacs is fun, and I enjoy it, and I'm very fast at it now. I wasn't always that way though, and it took me a long time to get my workflow down. And there are some pains with Emacs. Sometimes I'll get into some weird mode where like I'll try to paste something, but it'll like paste a bunch of things, or I'll try to like indent a whole section and it'll like add these like labels. It'll like think I'm trying to do something weird because it's got some, I've done something, so I just have to restart it. I really like the Emacs keybind system though. I like it more than Vim, where Vim, like I like being able to just hit control and then hit buttons and do whatever I want. And then Vim, you have to obviously like hit escape or something like that. And you go to the what do you call it? You go to like the movement mode or whatever. Sorry, when a message pops up in chat, and then I get like half distracted. I have to read it. It's like normal. I don't know what it's called. Normal mode. And there's like insert mode, and there's like append mode, and there's visual mode. And managing all of that's hard for me. Fourscore and 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation conceived in liberty. Dang. What a great people don't write like that anymore, do they? It'll have to be like the intro speech for this MMO. Wait till it handles other languages. I'm not trying to get into Helix though. Yeah, I tried to get into Helix. If I could change Helix to do Emacs key bindings, I would have 100% switched to it. The only downside with Helix is like I can't have like, this is really the only thing I use from Emacs is Magit, which is just like a Git interface. So it'd be nice to have plugins like that. What was I doing? Did I put the messages in here? Where did I put messages? Oh, I put it in game. Did you use Emacs for Java at work? I did actually, yeah. It's a terrible experience though. That's the that would be the worst way to learn Emacs. How did you survive? Yeah. Honestly, I don't know. A lot of the thing with Emacs is you're not going to get a autocomplete buffer like you do in a lot of other text editors. So you're going to have to Google stuff. And I don't know Java very well. So it was an enormous amount of Googling, like, how do I do this? How do I do this? How do I do this? But like, I'm a little bit used to that. I think the benefit of not having that autocomplete buffer is you never actually are forced to memorize something. So when you don't have that autocomplete buffer, it's like, I don't know the syntax for this, but like, I just know the syntax for a lot of stuff because I've had to use it. So like, I've just memorized some Java syntax now. But the other challenge with using Emacs is for Java especially, or for Java, is I didn't get the like language server integrated, so like I couldn't find definition in Emacs, and like our build system was really complicated at my last job, so like I don't think it would have been possible for me to do like find reference. Like I would have had to like write some custom plugin or something like that, or maybe someone else has, but I don't know. So I would use IntelliJ to do code and reading. Like I would read my code in IntelliJ, and then after that I would go make a change in Emacs. I guess I feel like there's two things though. Like I'm using this like what I was planning to do is have like this be my chat filter. So this would have the regex. It would be like regex.filter or whatever. So I would do oh, this is just a string. I feel like this is getting really weird. I kind of want to put it here though. Actually, why do I want to put it in this folder? I was trying to come up with a way that I think the problem is that this is in the wrong spot. I'm gonna move this out of this package because this really shouldn't be there. This will break some stuff, but I'll be able to figure it out, I think. We'll go down, we'll put it right below world update. Meanwhile, people learning Java writing on a whiteboard. Hey, that's how we all learned. Coding anything on a whiteboard is a pain. So I feel like there's another state though. Like I should indicate to the player that their message didn't send, but I don't want to send that message to the server. So when someone says send a message, they call that from CMD client main. Python seems fine to run on whiteboard. Yeah, I don't know. I always used Go in my interviews, which was actually kind of nice. It was a nice little twist because the people that interviewed me didn't know Go, so I could just make stuff up on the fly, and they'd be pretty fine with it. Do manual syntax highlighting. Could you imagine that? I would love that. I would love to see someone do that in an interview. I mean, with that level of detail, you'd have to just hire them. So I'm gonna put an error here, or I'm gonna put Your code is the only code I've seen that uses... Oh. Yeah, do you like that? I do that a lot. I think it's nice because I'm sure that way I'm sure I'm not aliasing something. And it's also like, oh, I have this chunk of code which needs to be completely independent of everything else. Other than maybe functions that get passed in. I'd be fine with a syntax which was like scope with just like some things. Like I could just write a function, but I don't really want to put it anywhere else. Yeah, the problem, like, I do like methods. The problem with methods, though, for me is that, like, a lot of times I want it to be a closure. Like, I want to, like, I have a lot of small things that I haven't come up with a good abstraction for. I think that this is what it is. I'm not 100% sure, though. I think I have a lot of small things that I don't want to come up with an abstraction for yet. Because I'm not really sure the right way to abstract this. So I put a bunch of code, I put it in a big chunk, and then I'm like, oh, I'll figure it out later. Make your UI declarations a list of functions. Yeah, it's just hard to know like what's the right level to build that at. Because these are already like pretty in-depth functions. So I need to build something, I have to build an abstraction on top of that. I'm just not sure what it is. But yeah, it's a little bit like... stuff when you see stuff like this, it's probably something that needs to get refactored but hasn't. I'm the type of coder where like I'll code a bunch of stuff and then I'll refactor it later. I don't really like try to spend too much time coming up with a nice like organization right off the bat, because I just feel like I'm gonna realize later on that it's my organization was bad anyways. So converting a binary tree using CSS. Google Docs interview. Have you guys seen that what's that guy's YouTube? But he has this YouTube where he's like, it's like he makes like comedy videos. He's really popular. He's like a big time. No, not him. He's like on that level though. But this guy makes one where he's like, oh, here's how to use Microsoft Word as a text editor, or here's why Microsoft Word is the best text. Yeah, Joma Tech. That's right. I was actually thinking Jomi, which is really close. But it's Joma. Yeah, I thought that was he has some funny videos, man. PowerPoint is a programming language. Jomi 10 Minecraft videos. Yeah, love those. Jomi made some cool stop motion videos with Legos. What's up, Dracula? How you doing? So now send message will return two things. This will do like do regex. This will just this should probably be somewhere else. Not gonna lie, PowerPoint is probably Turing complete at this point. I think someone's done that. Someone's proved that it's yeah, there's a video on that. Yeah, I think I don't think I watched it, but I saw the title and I was like, that's cool. But I am not gonna watch that. Minecraft's got to be Turing complete too, with redstones. I don't know how. I don't know enough Minecraft to know like how it works, but I know people make transistors with redstone blocks or something, red blocks. Yeah, I've seen like GPUs and stuff. That's super cool, I think. I think I'm gonna make this an error. I think I'm gonna have it return an error. And then I'm gonna have multiple regexes to detect problems with your message, so you can send it back to it. So then it's going to be like filtered chat, message error. I wonder if I can do... I'm not going to do anything complicated here. I'm not going to change the message. Like I was thinking you could maybe do like star out bad words, but I'm not going to do that. Like if I ever add a profanity filter, maybe I'll do it in the future. So we'll just check to see if it's if there's some error, and if there's an error, then we'll have some message. If error not equal to nil. This probably shouldn't be an error type because that's too confusing. That makes you think that the filter chat message failed. So we'll have a string. We'll have an empty string, I think. Maybe we'll do a string pointer. Just go message delete as a replacement. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. The problem is when you hit enter, I call this send message function. So at that point I have to check the message and then decide if I want to actually send it or not. So I need to do the filter. I can't just like replace the message and then send it, because then I'd be sending like message deleted. Or I guess I could have them send message deleted. I don't know. That would just be weird, I feel like. Oh, I guess then the other people know like, oh, they tried to send something, but it got deleted. What I was thinking, I would just drop the message. But your way actually might make more sense. Let me think. Your way's definitely easier. Yeah. Well, it wouldn't be dropped. Like it would be dropped as far as the network's concerned, but locally, when the player hits enter, it would show on their side message deleted, but it wouldn't send it to other players. So the only difference is whether or not you send it to other players. And that part I don't know. Like, is it important to know that other people tried to say something, but it just got deleted? I don't know. Let me make the second cup of coffee, and we'll stew it over. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it send message deleted over the network to everybody else. But I might send something shorter just to save on bandwidth. Like, I feel like that's something that needs to be optimized. Maybe if you receive an empty string, you just know it got deleted. I could do that and then just disallow sending empty strings. So we'll do this. But for now, we'll just probably replace it with whatever it is. So we'll do regex then. Let's just go to Golang regex. Trying to send HTML fail, and it is painful. What do you mean sending HTML? Just realized Spotify finally stopped recommending me French ads. Interesting. Matched error. Why would this fail? Reports whether a byte size contains any match of the regular expression pattern. More complicated queries need to use compile. Match string. Yeah, I don't have that complicated of a query, I don't think. How do you do it? There's got to be some way to do regexes that are like, probably the right way to do profanity filtering is by doing like, by like finding a bad word and replacing it with stars or something like that. Yeah, like replace all. But that's not really what we're dealing with now. I need a way that I need a way to do like the opposite. If you're replacing a word, yeah, that is true. I want to do like a reg expression, but I want to do like the opposite. I think I need to play around with. This entire thing is going to get sidetracked by me trying to learn how to do regular expressions. How to match a regex when I guess there's probably a start. There's like a start token. Regex that only. Matches only strings that consist of one or more letters. Yeah, that's what I want. Let's start with this. Meanwhile, Roblox just replace everything with hash. Do they replace the entire message with hash? Or the bad word? Which one's the oh, match string, pattern, then string. That's the pattern. Message is the string. I don't know why this would fail. We'll do that. If match, so if there is an error, I'm gonna do this to log.error error.message regex matching error. The bad word detection is so bad that even if you don't have a bad word, it just replaces stuff with hash. I forgot what it does, the entire message or not. Oh, gotcha. If it matches, return message. Else, we're going to return message deleted. Okay. How about that? We should probably write a test for this, huh? Now the grammar is great in game. Okay. Certes. So we want to do filter chat. I didn't realize there's even unit test. Yeah, this is today's unit of testing. I mean, should I put a period? Yeah, because we're professionals. Library for detecting profanities. That's pretty cool. Is profane. Love it. I'm actually 100% gonna look into this. Let's try this guy. That's nice. I'm not gonna do it today, but we're professionals. Don't forget the trademarks. Trademark unit of time. This message is not endorsed by. For some reason, this email runs on like Internet Explorer 2 engine. So only tables work. Uh-oh. That's not good. Okay. I just want to see this fail. Let's do go test. I need to do go test -v. Huh? Path regex is not in go root. What? There's probably some weird oh, regex p. log definitely have it in here. 0 log, there it is. I'm gonna find certes. Oh. Okay. They were both deleted by the moderator. Okay. We'll do go test. There's a way to filter these. I don't know what it is though. All right. I feel like that should have worked. I guess let's do this. Oh, it has spaces. Okay. Wait, you just show like a space? There you go. It's just that easy, folks. It's just that easy. Nope, it's not that easy. It's harder than that. Oh, I split the plus sign. I put it in the wrong spot. It's just that easy, folks. Try 2. There you go. There's our message. And then this one got deleted. Okay, cool. So the behavior works properly. We just need to add in all the other symbols now. I don't know which ones I have to escape though. So let's do this. Huh? We'll do that. We're not gonna allow quote. We should allow quotes. I'm not gonna allow backticks though. We'll allow those. We'll allow those. We'll allow those. We'll allow that. We'll allow that. And we'll allow this. A tilde. Oh, can you? Match a single character present in the list below. Oh, and that includes 9s too. Oh, and underscores. I think I didn't include those. I think that's everything. Can I do commas? I think I got them all. Okay, so this should match. What's something that shouldn't match? I'm just gonna pick some other symbol. Okay. So now we'll just time to make hacks. But delimiter, does this need to be delimited? Yeah, delimiter. This needs to be delimited. I like that it highlights because I never would have figured this out in Go. Why are there 2 exclamation points? Oh, I need a space. Okay, so that matches, that doesn't. Perfect. There's a regex. Okay, I think I probably just need to do escape this. Okay, let's copy both of these now. Ah. Okay. Unknown escape. I'm just gonna replace it with this. I don't know if the Emacs regex engine knows that. How do you escape regexes then? Oh, I guess you do this. How do you escape? Regex in Go doesn't use double quotes. What do you mean? Do I need to do like ticks or something like that? The problem is this inner string quote meta. Inner great. Invalid character class in range. I guess I have two of these. Oh. No, you do want to slash though. I don't have any plus signs. Regex and Go doesn't use double quotes. I don't think I understand that one. Let's do this actually. Okay. So escapes all of these. It gets messed up there, kind of. Invalid character class. I don't understand that. What did I do here? Let's see what they say. Doesn't support any behind, look ahead. Never mind, I brain farted. I swear, yeah, I literally wrote them with help quotes in the at some point. Yeah, it's weird because it's hard. Cause like you want to put quotes in there, and I'm not trying to escape it properly. I guess this guy's using ticks too, which seems to work fine. He's just let me try this. I want to do plus though. And equals. I'm gonna do reg expression match string. We'll do this, which is already escaped message. Okay, so that worked. I don't know what the problem was with the other one, but I don't think it matters really. So now the symbols are getting through. Let's change this string though to be this one. So that should get through. But then you add in some weird UTF-8 symbol, sunshine. Ah. And the sunshine gets deleted by the monitor. Okay, perfect. So only those ones should make it through. Chat filtering now works. For I, this one needs to go for I in range, C dot. Oh wait. This does it in place. Gotcha, okay. Filter chat with C dot message. C dot message equals that, so that's good. Let me get my coffee. And we'll wrap this guy up. This little chat filter. All right. We got coffee, we got water. We're ready to buckle up. Whew. I bought some like Starbucks beans. They're really strong. Really strong. Okay. Now let's go back to the client send message function. This doesn't actually send anything, but like from the player's perspective, this is what they call. One weird thing, if they send 2 messages fast enough, they're gonna blank out their last message, which is kind of an issue. But like this comes with their next physics tick, so like they would have to type really fast. Sparkling water is the only way I can get myself to drink enough of it. Really? Nice. Sometimes I do want like a sweeter water. I've thought about buying those. Have you ever heard of those like Mio things? There's like these little like sprays you squirt into your water. They kind of flavor it a little bit. Sparkling water is not bad though. But I don't like plain sparkling water. I don't understand that. Like if it had like lemon flavor or lime or something like that in it, I like it, but okay, so they send a message, we filter the chat, we set the message to that, perfect. So that means the client side chat filtering is working. Now on the server side, in the proxy, we want to do the same thing. We want to do for I in range t.messages. We'll filter each message. And we also want to assign their username. Oh, I didn't think about this. Hold on. I'm trying to think about how... I don't know if I just forgot how I was planning to do this, or if I changed something but forgot to change this idea. What, like once I send the messages to the server, I'll have a bunch of messages, right? But then I don't have a way to like to reconnect the message to who sent it, which is what username would have been for. But that doesn't like that makes it harder to show above their head now. So I need to have it in the... I need to have it as a part of that user's ECS ID. But I feel like it shouldn't be a component. So that when I removed it as a component, I think I messed something up, which was that connection. Let me just go down this path a little bit and see. We'll see what we have to do. But I might have blundered a little bit. Let's see. Okay. This is on the proxy, so he filters, and then we go to the server. Oh, it's a network. I really need to rename these files. Like, I build up code enough to where it's like, now I need to split these. I never split them. Okay. So this is sending updates, but receiving updates is what we're going to start with. So we get the messages and we send that in the network channel. And then we have to have a I have like a pull network system. So this would presumably have the this would presumably have the what's it called? Have the message list in it. And then based off of that message list, I need to set the speech bubble of each of those. So I think instead of keeping username as a field, I'll use user ID, because then you can look up the username. Because username will be a component, but I think the current speech message shouldn't be a component. Because the speech message might go also to the chat log, if there is a chat log in the future. We still want to be able to look up the username. So let's change that. So we'll go to Certes. And we have user ID. So this will be the ECS ID now. The proxy will have to set that then. No. Wait. Yeah, I think the proxy will actually. Won't they know the ID? User ID. Actually, I think the proxy doesn't know. Then the server gets the message. In network, they have a mapping of user ID to ID. Then they set that. Got it. So all of these messages came from one user. So we can do t.messages for I in range t.messages I.id equals ID. So now we're saying the message, it's kind of confusing because it's like this almost looks like I'm setting the message ID to the ID. I don't really have message IDs though. I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna call it ECS ID. That way it's not confusing. This is gonna break my unit test, but that's fine. This is the right way to do it. Because the user ID then is disassociated from, or the username is disassociated from the message. Okay. Now we have that. We send that on the network, or we have this internal channel that connects to two threads. The internal channel now has a bunch of messages. If update, no, we want to do for I in range update.message. Yeah, so this sets some stuff based off of components. The problem is I'm using this for both the client and the server, but I want to do different things now. On the server, on the server, I want to like go build an aggregated list of messages to send. But on the client, I want to make a speech bubble. I can't help but feel like these are going to be different. Like, I feel like making these the same isn't that good. The problem is that I don't want to have two different behaviors. Because then if I have to change one, I have to change the other, and it gets kind of complicated. I'm not really sure what to do here. So if I'm on the server and I get a message from a client, I want to store it. I could also make a message component as well. It just feels like a lot. Good morning, Unit of Homeless. Good morning, Jomi of Belgium. So I could make the message, instead of having this list of messages, I could just make it a component. What would that look like? I don't know what I'm planning to draw here. I feel like I should draw something though. I feel like there's two things. You have the client, and you have the server. I type something. I'm just gonna say send message. Well, I hit enter. I hit enter. It spawns a speech component. Then this needs to be drawn. And it also needs to be sent. So what I could do is I could just package up input. And I could package up the message, which is technically speech. Okay. This gets packaged up, sent to the server. Then the server just has the normal ECS, and things have speech. Two, that's the ID. And then when I package up a group of users to send them over, they're just gonna have the speech component. Then they're gonna receive it. He's gonna write the speech. I really need to set up my tablet if I can draw this easier. The only problem is tracking. I think that this works. The only thing is you only want to send this one time. So I think I'm gonna have a private bool attached to the speech bubble component, and I'm gonna make it private so that when it deserializes and serializes, it'll start as false, and then once you because each side has like the concept of handling a message. When the client inputs a message, or when the client receives when they do this, they're not really creating a speech bubble. Well, they do kind of, but they display it, and that's the quote. That's like the handling of the message, right? But they also send it, but that's kind of separate. The server receives a message. They want to handle, and it's going to get added directly to the entity. When they handle a message, that's the equivalent of sending it over the network. So then they can set that field to be true. That way we're not sending it a bunch of times. And then how does this fit though into a chat log? When you get a new spec, you just append it or something like that to your chat log or something. I don't know. Yeah, pretty much. Oh gosh, it's bad. I think this works though, right? Am I missing something? Why didn't my original way? Why isn't it that clean? It's just confusing. Handling it separate from the IDs, it really feels like that. Is it, am I too hard to follow? I think it's hard. I think it's hard to do live coding because it's like, I know the code base very, very well, but you guys obviously don't know the code base very well. So when I go and explain something, it's really not that easy to follow. For someone who just joined a minute ago, yes, yeah. Okay, let's do this. Documentation stream inbound, oh gosh. So we're not gonna have that anymore. I hope I'm not missing anything, because I do this a lot where like I'll be like, oh, this isn't working out, let me switch to this other method, and I'll go and code this other method, and then like there'll be some other problem with that way, and it's like, oh great. I think the hard part with this is going to be tracking whether or not you've handled it, and that's the advantage of having a list of messages. Like when you just have a list of messages that gets sent to you in an update, it's like, oh, that's pretty easy to handle, you know? But I guess in a way, I'm getting the same exact data. I'm just getting it in a different orientation. So when instead of looping over, like in my poll network thing, instead of looping over messages here, like this, I could loop over I'm looping over IDs. I have a component list. I could look up the message component. But I think what I'll do is I'll set it, and then I'll just have a system which goes through and reads the messages and handles them. I like this. This is gonna work. So I'll have the speech like this. Let's do the network part first. All we have to do is do this. It's game.speech. Unmarshal the payload into it. That looks right. And then when we marshal it, wait. Game.speech. Game speech. I don't like that I have to do this, but I don't really have a this also needs to be cleaned up, but one day. That looks right. Now I need to make a message type header for is inserties? That go? Oh, here it is. Game speech. Okay. Undefined chat message. This is gonna work. Famous last words. It better, or I'm gonna be in tears. I'll be in the tears by the end of the day, one way or another. We will finish this today, though. What time is it? It's not even 8 yet. Plenty of time. What? How could this have broken? Oh, I'm running go test. CMD run. Why is this failing now? I genuinely do not know what changed here. Did I like typo something? Which one is this? Login response. Oh, what the heck? That must have been when I was changing them. I was trying to change the message. I went to the wrong data type. Okay. That's right. That's an error. Game. Get last message. I think I don't need this anymore. Because now T.messages. We gotta rebuild, I guess. Unknown. The nice thing about just commenting code out is it's really easy to. Client will fail though. Proxy. Messages. This will be kind of the harder part, I think. Is that I need to go inspect now this world update, get the input data type and filter it. That's fine though. Okay. Player data dot get last message. These are on client.go. That's that. Player ID. Yeah, so these are our inputs. We'll have this. Where do I get input? Oh, I get it here. Read game.speech. If we can't find a speech, that's okay. Actually, I don't know what gets returned here. I assume it's a game, just a blank game.speech, which is fine. So now we'll send the speech over to and then in client we have, yeah, this was something I needed to finish. This got deleted. Game.setSpeech. So now we'll add this back. And we'll do text, message, and then we'll do handled false. I think we'll add the filtering here though. We'll do what is it? Would I put it in SerDes? Yeah, filter chat. I'll just reuse message. Okay. Gotta import that now. So now in main, now all we have to do is game set speech for the player ID. Then it's automatically gonna get sent in the next update. But let's go to that code base. It's going to be red here. We'll do speech found. It would be nice to just like declare this, but I don't think I can. I think I've got to do something like this. So we'll have a component slice that we associate with the player ID. If speech found, then we'll append it. There's another check I wanted to do, which was if it's been handled. If speech.handled, oh, look at this kitty. That quad split, unbelievable. What a cute cat. She's the coder now, says Jomi. How many cats do you have? I thought you had two darker cats. You have a white cat as well? So if the speech isn't handled, and then we'll append the speech, we'll also set the handled part to true. One tiger, one white. Oh, okay, gotcha. We need to write this back though. So the ECS.write game.speech world player ID and speech. Does this have does this return something? No, it works. Okay. So now we're writing the speech back and we're just setting handle to true so that we know that next frame, when we send the update, we won't send the speech. So now we have the component slice that gets sent over. That's all good and well. Now we can go to the proxy. I wanted to do filtering in the proxy, but it's gonna cost. But I'd rather do extra work. I'd rather do as much work as I possibly can in the proxy, especially on individual things like this. Oh God, you haven't seen me code with 6 panes. How is that even possible? How does that split even, how do you even divide up a screen into 6? I guess you do like, that'd be 9. No, oh, okay, so you do like half, and then you do, I guess you probably do thirds, and then you cut it in half. That's nasty. That gives me shivers down my spine. luckily, let's go to here actually. We'll just take a gander. 4 is usually the max though. I kind of have this assumption where I use ECS ID 0 to indicate for client messages, I think. Yeah, world data, ECS ID. Oh, player ID. No, I do specify it, I guess. Oh no, I think I clear it though, don't I? We'll just assume, what we'll do is we'll do this. For I in range, t dot world data. This is technically the ID. We don't need that though. We have a component slice for comp in range component slice. If comp dot, well, we need to do a type assertion. We'll do a type switch, I guess. This needs to go to that. So we'll type switch it. We'll do for a case. Oh, already had that guy copied. So if it's a game speech, then we'll filter it. The problem is this is going to be a copy. So I want an I here, I think. Comp slice I equals ECS.C of T dot text equals Certes dot filter, what did I call it? Filter chat. Okay, so we filter the text, then we put it back. And that should do it. That should filter us. Now we go to network where the server is listening. Serve proxy connection, and this should automatically get sent to it should automatically get read and then sent to the down this thread connection channel, which basically just sends, this is like a physics loop, then there's a receive loop. The receive loop needs to get forwarded to the physics loop. So I have a channel for that. So then we'll just write okay, so it'll automatically get written to the ECS now. Let's see if this just runs. Import cycle not allowed, uh-oh. Mnet imports Certes. Certes imports game. Game should not import Certes. I almost feel like this should still be somewhere else. But that's fine for now. Oh, it still imports it though. Let's go to proxy really quick because I know this is gonna break. Do I import game? No, I don't. So we'll need that. Let's go to Certes really quick. We need to copy a few imports over, like this one. And this one. That should fix that. Okay, t.text. Okay, I don't know what happened there. Has no field or method text. Oh. So then in client, line 60. I do have a handled. Oh, it's private though. Let's see here. What do we do? Or I'm just gonna go handle. If handled. If handled, return false, else we will do s.handled true and return true. Like so. Okay. $62. Cannot index ECS right. Cannot index ECS right. Value of type. What? I don't know what this means. Do I have some weird like oh, I need to do ECS.c. Nope, that wasn't it. But that still needed to be done, I think. Oh, there is no it's not generic. That's why. Only the read is, because the read is because you don't know what type you're getting, but the write, you know what type it is. Message 405. Okay. Here I need to do, oh, game set speech. Now I can go back to using the text input stream. Look at this dude. Okay. Let's go to, now that we have it building, let's go to the server. And well, actually we'll go to this thing here. What about that print line? I'm gonna copy this just to print out. Look at this dude. Chat nearly done. Good. Glad to see you doing your handovers. Yeah. I'm always handing over my code. You guys take it from here. Oh, comp list is already being looped over. All we have to do is this. You better not forget comments. I always forget comments, sorry. Actually, I need to have one extra loop. Like this. Don't need this I though. I'm not gonna spend an eternity reading through Gopher code. Dang. Harsh. That's the harsh reality, guys. Understanding Gopher mating call ritual. Where's zero log? There we go. How's it going, Conifer? How you doing today? Oh, failed to serialize, unknown component. Let's see here. Something went wrong here. World update. This should do binary.marshall. What I thought I would have to do. Oh, this goes and calls this function. Why give me some weird medicine that tasted like sand cookie? You ever tried one as a kid? That didn't. The F did you do with your childhood? What's a sand cookie? Is that what you guys do in England? You just eat sand? Yuck. Sounds pretty sounds pretty gross. You don't know? Bro, I grew up in Eastern Europe. Alright, I'll Google it. Sand cookie. Huh. Huh. You never had a sand cookie. I've had cookies like this. I've never had one called a sand cookie though. Not that kind of cookie? You mix water with sand, you get a cookie. Like your so this? I live at the coast. I can confirm that's how you make them. Oh, and in that case, I've had a lot of sand cookies. Is that when like the is that when like the big kids are mean, and then they give you a sand cookie when they're bullying you? Let's look for this guy. Unknown component. The capital T? Oh, that's interesting. Somehow I'm sending a oh, I'm probably doing something wrong when I set the what's it called? Set speech. What's the plan for the weekend? Probably play a little bit of sports, action, maybe do a lot of coding probably. The usual weekend. I got a birthday party to go to tonight, so I'll do that. Can you stop being so extroverted? It's funny, I'm actually like I consider myself a very introverted person. So, I don't know. But I force myself to go out and do stuff so that I feel like if I don't do enough stuff, you need to stay in your room, closed blinds. I mean, I don't even know if I went outside yesterday. Did I? I don't think I went outside yesterday. So there you go. I hope that makes you feel good. I literally just coded all day long yesterday. It was great. There you go. My favorite thing to do, stay inside and code. Hell yeah. That's everybody's favorite thing to do, right? Everybody likes that. Everybody likes doing that. And be covered in cat fur. That does sound pretty nice. I love cats. Where else am I writing this thing? I'm definitely writing somewhere. I'm probably in the send. Actually, I wonder who Name it conifer. No, thank you. Just kidding. Be bullied even by a cat. Yeah, I wouldn't want him to make fun of me. Go run server. Go run proxy. Go run client. All right, we'll see what this error is happening now. Oh, I forgot to even send a message. I bet it's happening in the proxy. Yeah, failed to serialize there. So the server is sending it over, but then when we do the filtering, the chat filtering, where are you, sir? Nope. Proxy. Game.speech. Like so. Oops. Too few values in game.speech. One of them's private though. How does that work? Okay. No serialization errors as far as the eye can see. That means well, I think if I logged in now with 2 people and I sent a message, I don't think it would show up. But I think the component would be on the clients. It would be replicated. Whew, a little bit of a yawn there. I might have to go take a nap after this. After this long task. What time is it? 8:30? Plenty of time. Let's see here. In network. 8:30. It's 8:30 p.m. Plenty of time before I go to bed. I usually go to bed at like 10, so 10:30 p.m. Yeah, still super early. Sometimes I'll go to bed at 11 p.m. You don't? Why are you gonna sleep that early? You don't have work. That's true. I'm just I'm one of those people that like, I like to have a very like, a very precise sleep schedule. Welcome, Americano, to the Discord. I don't know if you're in the stream, but if you are, hello. Let's see. This sends it in. What's up, buddy? My sleep schedule is a mess. Uh-oh, you gotta fix that. Sometimes I'll mess my sleep schedule up by like staying up too late or something like that, but you know, usually I can keep it pretty good. Sometimes I have trouble falling asleep. But if I find the right YouTube video that's just boring enough, it'll put me straight to bed, let me tell you. Hey 2FA2, welcome to stream. Get a wife, have no sleep schedule. That sounds pretty rough. That's your fault, buddy. You have only yourself to blame for that one. Okay, so we're gonna write this component. Then in the server, In network, we have server send update. That face when I don't go for Gator waifu. Why live? I know. Did you see that video I sent you? I need to get me one of them. The Gator dog. So here, we're building a world update. We're only adding the transform and body components, but now because we're building the messaging system, we also want to add in the message if it hasn't been sent yet. It's hard though because this is why I need map2 is a terrible func name. You can thank the Go authors for that though, because I can't I couldn't figure out how to build good iterators in Go that are also fast. So I used a map function, but then you can't do map functions with like two components and overload it with the same with it being the same name as one component. So with this, with map 2s and map 3s and map 4s. That's just how it is. I can't help it. I can't help it. I'm trying to think of how to do this though. Either I need to always have the speech component. Yeah, I think when I create the when the person logs in, I give them a body transform. I'm just going to also give them a speech component, and I'll make this a map 3. Where do I create them though? Yeah, log in, user, body. Yeah, everybody's gonna have a speech component. What if it's an AI? No, this is for people logged in. Once people log in, I give them a speech component. I'll add a to-do here though. To-do speech should be optional. I still don't have optionals in my ECS, but once I have optionals, I'll be able to be like, and then like if these components are there, also bring them in. I really need to play around with the iterators again. Like, it's so frustrating because I feel like my ECS is so close to being good, but just the syntax is so painful sometimes. And I have no way around it. That's what's the most frustrating. Okay, so we'll just do if speech dot handled. So if we're able to handle the speech, and we're only handling speeches once, then we'll do comp list append comp list speech ecs.c. Do I need to dereference this? I don't know. Let's just. I don't think this is gonna. I have nice syntax. All right, Jomi. You know what? You know what you get? I'm gonna give you a sand cookie. Oh, thank you. Can't say no to a sand cookie. Anything failing? Yeah, so here I boxed a pointer component, and that was the issue. So I have to dereference it. Dereference. Please don't be nil. Actually, did I stop it? Yeah, I stopped everything. Okay. I really wish Emacs would highlight the terminal. There's a lot of little things Emacs has problems with. Okay. Now the server is going to pack up the message and send it to the clients. So then back on the client, all I have left I have a draw speech thing, don't I? Draw speech bubbles. So this will draw speech bubbles. I also, though, need to have a system in the physics place, ideally. Where am I? Input, where's physics? Oh boy. All right, we're just not gonna put it there. No error almost feels like unit does something wrong. What are you talking about? Half my code all my code is flawless. I never have flaws in my code. It's all perfect. And that's just how it is, you know? You get to this level of professionalism, this level of finger dexterity, you never make a typo. Not once. That's definitely not why you got fired. Shoot, you're right. I have this weird yeah, this function's not safe inside maps or view iterations. Finger dexterity not true unless she confirms. Dang. You dirty dog. So I have to loop through, find all the IDs that I want to add. It too, and then add them after. This is awkward. This is a Christian channel after all. I guess I can make a list of functions. Let's do this. We'll make a command list. World dot, no, ECS dot write to do, solve to dos. Cause I'm lazy. Cause I'm trying to impress you guys. I'm trying to get it done as fast as I can. I'm speed running right now. I'm a speedrun programmer. I hope you guys knew that. The ID. Is this gonna make a copy? It should be. Yeah, because it's in a map function. This should work. But then, the reason that I can't write inside of a map, because I'll have to loop after this, I'll have to be like, for, oh wait, why'd this fail? There we go. For command and range command list C. So I was gonna ask, does Go not make copies on iteration of collection? Well, so the problem that I have with writing inside of an iterator is that this is mapping over a bunch of different arrays. Like there's potentially different arrays that back this iteration. And if I write a new component to it, because it's all archetype based or archetype based. So like if you write a new component to something that's archetype based, it might stay in the same slice, but it also might get moved to a new slice once you write to it, right? Because when you add a component to an archetype, it becomes a different archetype. So you have to move it to a different archetype slice. So what might end up happening is I might loop over it and then change the underlying slice based off of it. So what they do in like Bevy, for example, is they have like a command list and you push your operations onto a command list and then those get executed after your iteration. Even Bevy has this problem. Just the problem is that you might fundamentally change the archetype of an entity by writing inside of a loop. Like in Go, you have streams, I think. If you used them before or Kotlin has sequences, that doesn't make copies of. Yeah, Go doesn't make copies of the iteration of the iterator though, but there's not really like iterators in Go. You have to manage it all yourself. But when you do like a range on something, it doesn't make a copy, I don't think, unless you have to expand, like unless you add like append something to a slice that you're iterating on. I think the iteration will still work. But like if you're growing a slice while you're iterating on it, then it'll still manage it properly, I believe. And but it might need to copy and move the underlying slice, the underlying array. So what we'll do is we'll track all the things that need to be written and then we'll write them. But we really don't want to write speech here. We want to do we want to build a speech render. Oh, where do I do it? Really, actually, what I could do is... No, I don't want to do that. This should be combined with... That comment, yeah. You like that one? That was from yesterday, I think. Speech render. So we'll build a new speech render component. And that's our way of handling the speech. So we'll do if speech.handle. So if we're able to handle this new speech, like we basically just got it then, we haven't handled it yet, then we'll display it. And I think this will work. Watch this compile all the way through. Oh. Of course. Of course. The moment I was useful for once. I've literally, this is weird. There must be a bug in Go or something, because I don't make mistakes like this. 351? Yeah, that's a go bug right there. Gosh, another bug in Go. It doesn't. It knew what I wanted, but it just wasn't smart enough. Message speech dot text. Okay. It's weird because I think how I set it up though is I am sending this message back to himself. But whatever. All right, let's have a look. No, didn't work. Shoot. All right. On to the debug. On to the debug, I guess. Oh. Oh wait, this is the other one. Let me look at this. I'm just gonna have to separate these. I'm gonna have to do it in this, I think. It's just too hard to read this. Okay. That is clear. Oh, you mean up here? Yeah. I can run a quick clear. Actually, let's put this in here. And then we'll do speech.text and ID. Oh, we'll clear this one. False. Interesting. That must be printing the hello. Okay. Let's do this. We're gonna write a print statement. This whole functions in collections reminds me of Fluid Dates throwing functions into tables. Yeah, there's probably a better way. Like in the future I'll probably structure it into a better way than this. I can't think of any other way to solve this problem though. Because when you're in an iterator, if you move something, you might iterate on it twice, you know, especially if you like if I deleted a component. That might move it outside of the thing too. And things might get shifted around. So it's hard to not execute those all at the end. What are we at? 850? All right. So what we'll do is we'll add print statements throughout and we'll track this message coming through. So we'll go to client, log.print, client send, text input string, player data.id. Okie doke. That's gonna go there. We're gonna write a speech bubble. Oh, I wonder if I'm not sending it now because I'm handling it in two places, aren't I? Because in client, I send it and I handle the speech there. Only for the player ID though. But I'm also handling it when I... Yeah, this is probably the problem. This is definitely a problem. Because I'm handling the speech bubble here. But I want to get all... I want to do... But I'm also handling it here. But I want to make sure... Like, I want to send it. But I don't want to... This is where it probably makes sense to... This is how Mark Zuckerberg parties. Heck yeah. Wouldn't that be what it events or subscriptions? Well, I don't really like events. I feel like they're too decoupled, and it makes it hard to track. But it is kind of, yeah. I feel like I can do event type things on top of my ECS with booleans. The problem is I have this event that's going to both places, and they're both trying to handle it, but only one of them should. Let's see here. I think what I want to do is on event wake up the f up string. We got a message to send, string chat box. I did have it structured kind of like that before. Let's just add that. We'll add that part back, I think. We'll add this like last message thing in player data. That way the only reason we handle these is to render them. And there's only one handler function. Or like I can either do this or I could have two bools. One of them's like, have you sent it? Let's actually do that. I think that that's better. I'm gonna say sent. And I'm gonna make one of them handled. So I'll have two things. This one will be handled sent. That probably wasn't worth doing a lot of typing. It'll be handle render. And then when I'm here, I'll do handle render. But then in here, handle sent. Handle render. This will be by default false. I'll just leave it commented, doesn't matter. So now the server can also track handle sent. And the server doesn't have to render, so it doesn't have to worry about that flag. Command 2. Oh, actually, I should do, we can do this. Run client 1, 2. No! Dang. We were so close though. We're getting closer. So this one did command 3, hello. This one did, yeah. Send message 2. So it's sending now. Oh, wait, that's just the render, isn't it? That didn't prove that it sent at all. All right, let's go through and add all the log statements now. I was hoping I could wiggle my way out of doing work, but turns out I couldn't. We'll do that. Then in the proxy, we handle world updates. What is this? Is this serve netcon? This is what comes from yeah. We have a proxy speech, and then we have filtered. That does sound really good, quesadillas. Whew. I kind of want to go eat out today, but I have a bunch of this teriyaki chicken that I made, which I probably should go and eat. But I just like, boy. Okay, then in the server side, this will be on the server. Oh wait, then we go to this one. Unit of cooking. I am so bad at cooking. You guys don't want to see this. Okay. Cooking stream incoming. How is he gonna bully you if you can't see it, if we don't see it? Jeez. That's true. I didn't think about that. That's my bad. Hey, it filtered something. This message was deleted by the moderator. Hello. Okay, so we have speech, we have the filtered, which is a hello. Then the server. Speech handle sent. Wait, it's not printing the thing though. Oh, it's blank then, huh? $1984 feature, pause champ. Oh, future. This is the world we live in, Doru. Sorry to say it. Um, it's the future we're going towards. Server speech. So I think it was trying to print it, but I don't think anything's there. Why would nothing be there though? I wonder if proxy. Component list. So it's finding the speech component, but the text field doesn't have anything. Why wouldn't it though? Comp slice I equals ECS.C. Text filtered text. It should have it. Because the proxy said it had something, right? Yeah, proxy filtered hello. Filtered text, filtered text. So this should be serializing it properly. I wonder if when the server reads in, I think when the server reads in, he doesn't trust the update fully. Yeah, that's probably the problem. Yeah, so when the server reads this in, he trusts this one. And then I was coding this, but he doesn't, server got trust issues? Yeah. He doesn't trust a thing. So I need to also parse out, let's just, we're gonna cobble this in right now. This is the wrong place for it to do. Really the proper way to do this is probably, I should have one message type for like the client sending inputs to the server. Because what's ended up happening is I have this like world update message, I put everything into it and it's like, well, this thing's used everywhere. So it's hard to know, like, did I catch everything? One day. We're figuring it out. Now we should be able to do this. Eh. What happened? Something crash? Oh. I like how it's taking, there's like a default blank message, I guess, that gets filtered out. Gotta love it. Gotta love science, you know? Oh, this panicked though. That's kind of weird. Whatever. So sometimes it might not have two things, but if it does, This is where I need to do the same component slice thing. Make this 0. We'll append this to the comp slice, ecs.componentBox input. See you, Conifer. Thanks for stopping in. See you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile. Oh, there's one. It's weird it doesn't disappear though. Holy. That's not good. All right. I wonder if the client's receiving his own message every time. Yeah, so the server needs to not send the message to the client. That's probably it. So in the server, oh, that's gonna be hard though, isn't it? Because in here, when I do server send update, right now I'm building one big update. I'm gonna have the server send the client their message, and just to hack through it. But then on client receive, this is send. On client receive. Oh, I put it to the network channel. Ow. This is kind of weird. Because the server's telling me like, oh, you got this speech bubble from yourself. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. I'm gonna think about this. Think about this challenge, this next hurdle to jump over. And we're back. The right way to do it is to have the server not send send the speech bubble back to the client who sent it to them, because that's the loop that's happening right now. But I don't really have a good mechanism inside of my networking code to do that. Like I could, when I send it, I could go through, find this component, and like slice it off. That sounds really deconstructive though. I think the client should still handle getting his own message back though. I feel like if I don't have the client handle that properly, then it's like I feel like it's just gonna lead to issues in the future. So we'll fix it in the client for now, I think, but I also need to fix it in the server. Let me finish this to do really quick. When you send, or when you do SOI code and generate messages on a per player basis, you should also not include the speech bubble that the player just sent. Broadcast filtering system. The problem is that I have a well, let me look at this. Filter, so it's just a function that decides whether or not to include something. I'm trying to think. I haven't really thought of how I'm going to do the filtering yet. Like the thing, the thing is, I think that file, or I think we have to do this. Actually, we can just do new. Contains the actual call. It sounds like if I did it that way, I think I'd have to like break things up into certain chunks, which maybe is the right way to do it. So you would generate like an update for each one of these chunks. And then if I was a user here, I could filter and be like, oh, give me like this chunk, give me this chunk that I'm on, and this one because I'm like close to it or something like that, you know? It's a different color. Like I'm close enough to that one, so I want that. But I'm far enough from this one that I don't want this one. So I think I have to set it up that way, right? And then I'd be like, oh, like if you're in this region, then do this. But kind of the way I've been thinking about it was more like I was thinking I would be generating a message like dynamically for each player. Like I guess I was planning to do something more like this. I would be like, oh, you're here. Like, here's your sphere that you see. What a terribly uncentered circle. And like this is the world. There's something over here, something over here. There. I was gonna make it more like this. Sender equals session. When to break your loop, just return false and filter when session equals session. I think the problem is I don't really have like I don't have like a very clean message routing layer. Like I just send, like I have a world and I synchronize the world from one side to the other. So like once the message comes in, it gets written to the world on the server side, and then the server doesn't know what messages caused it to be synchronized like that. The world just knows what state it's in. So I guess the way I think of it is more like I have these two worlds and I want to synchronize them. And I have the client which chose to update a component on the server. So the client tells the server to update that component. The server needs to be smart enough to know that he doesn't need to tell the client to update it a different way. You definitely need a messaging back channel for specific events. Yeah, I'm kind of building the messaging directly on the world sync part. But I think like I don't think it'll be that hard to have the client filter out his own messages for now. I'm not crafting individualized messages, right, for responses. I'm sending one big update, which is the entire world. But like I think it should be probably fixed on both sides. So let's look at the code for when the client receives. But it's on the world update. I guess I could just throw a little hack in here that just says like the problem is it's really nice to have world update do all of the writing of the components. Yeah, I guess I should pre-process it here then. That probably makes sense actually. So I do all my pre-processing and then I update the network channel with the actual update that I want to write. That's pretty easy. I guess assign an owner on the speech component and client side ignore it. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm gonna do here, but I'm not gonna like I'm just gonna implicitly say that the client owns the speech component, and then when the client receives a speech component update, well, it's okay to overwrite your speech component, but it's not okay to resend it. So really what I want to do is I want to take the speech component, I want to override it, or I want to update it so that it doesn't, so that it thinks it's already been sent. ECS.network component, yeah. So I think that's what I'll do actually. I'll just, when I receive I'm just gonna handle it as soon as I receive it for my ID. That actually works on both sides too. No, that doesn't work on the server side. That'll work on the client side though. So then game. We have this handle sent. Well, I have it actually in proxy. I have some code I can copy over, I think. Proxy. When I receive this, I have this world data message, which is a T. This, this handles, it'll be very similar to this. This, or I'm just gonna write, because the client received this speech bubble update from the server, we will handle the handle the send so that the client doesn't try to resend it to the server. Yeah, I feel like I do need to come up with some sort of higher level abstraction for which side owns a component and what how messages get like looped through that way. So I'll have to come up with that. I've thought a little bit about that, but I haven't really designed anything, I guess. One day I'll have to do like a an abstraction review. Probably once I get like a pretty baseline game, I'll probably go through and like clean up every single abstraction and like try to turn them into like better libraries. This code, on the players, cool. Okay. So we have world data. We don't need this outer for loop because we don't need to loop through all the comp slices. We do, however, need to do comp slice. Okay. Oh, I hate when I do that. T.world data player data.id. If okay, if we were able to find the component slice, that means that the player did receive an update for themselves. Then we'll loop through till we find the speech one. And let's do a little log here. Let's see here. We'll do T, that's fine. We'll print that out. I'll add a space here. Just because I know it's not going to add it for me. So we're going to overwrite the comp slice with this speech that we're going to build. And I might even call handle, I'm not going to call handle render because if you received, if the server wanted to send you a message, they might do it this way too. I don't know. I'm going to leave it like this. Or maybe I'll add it to do. Would I ever use this to have the send messages to the client? Because I could see how there's some like, maybe you want everybody to like shout yay or something at the same time. You could do it this way. So we're just going to re-render it the first time, and that's probably fine. Of course, text equals t.get or I'm just gonna do this message. Please work. Hello. Cool. Getting closer. We'll do a little split screen action here. Oh! Look at that. She works. Am I sending a ton of messages? Nope, cool. Finally. Oh, that feels good. This was quite a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. Thank you, Federico. It's like what's that? I don't know why this made me think of I guess you've ever seen Star Wars Episode 1 where Anakin like finally gets his pod racer working and he's like, it's working. That's what it feels like. All right. Now, shoot, I have a lot of logs. It's really not that many logs, but it's, oh, actually, I wanted to test out. What's a symbol I can put in here? I can't paste stuff. What's an alt code? Oh, this is gonna crash my game if I try to do alt codes. What do? You do like, I don't have a numpad though. If someone tries to put it, because my text renderer right now, if I can't find the symbol, I just panic, which is not good, but we do like alt 69 or something. Oh, there we go. That tests it. If you send a blank message. Oh, you can send spaces though. That's not good. I think if I ever do a profanity filter, I want to do this like. Like instead of stars, I just want to change it to like bleep. I think that'd be funny. You bleep, bleep, bleep. Okay, let's clean up the logs and then we will we'll clean up the logs and then we'll deploy. This log definitely needs to get cleaned up. We'll just go through the... You know what? I might just leave the logs. What do the logs look like? That's not the one I wanted. Okay, yeah, so I have some of these that are just like... Yeah, we'll go through it. We'll go through and clean up a few of these just because I'm printing the same thing like a lot of times. Okay, well, let's start with the client. In main, I don't want to do that. When I hit enter, client send, I don't want to print that. I'll leave this comment. That goes, and then we go to, no, client.go. That's fine. Okay, then we go to the proxy, which I just cleaned up. That was the only print there, I think. Yeah. What's next? The server is in network.go. Let's see here. That looks good. Okay, I just had to delete the one. We'll update this. I don't think I do any work here, do I? I just printed out. Okay, cool. Get rid of that. And then the last part is the server send, which I think I must have already gone through. Server send update. Looks good. Okay. Do a final test. MMO.go, MMO.go. Game. I'm just gonna track chat messages on this. I'm not gonna track them on the server, I think, or like log them, I mean. So I'll just track them on the proxy. Okay. That appears to work. All right, let's build it. Watch me have it imported a library that like I can't build on. That would suck. Oh no. Wait, why does proxy import that? MMO game. Oh. Because this now has glitch imported for the rendering. That's not good. I guess speech render should be somewhere else. Why did I put this here? Because I technically only need it on the client. Main.go. So now instead of game, we'll do client. Yeah, client.setSpeech. time. ECS, speech, game. Oh, unit of time, MMO, game. Filter chat. All right, let's just retest this since we've changed a lot of stuff. Cool, still works. Okay. Sorry, let me just look at these just because I have some things I'm not sure about. That looks good. That looks good. Let me do another terminal. Git MMO deploy folder, bash SSH. Let's connect to our instance. Where are you? I think I'll never figure out physics libraries. I'm sorry, buddy. Yeah. I'm actually curious how much I've spent on this Google Cloud. Did my little explanation on the little physics thing help at all? Like, what part are you struggling with for physics? I spent 32 cents. Okay. So we'll cancel these. Oh wait, I have to do, shoot. I need to change some config files over. So when I do client, I need to switch to these ones. Proxy. Basically do this, make all. Then I stopped. This is the online instance. We'll make a new one. We'll just go there. No, it's git. This should upload them. That should upload them. Over 9,000. It's over $9,000. Could you imagine? I'd have to get another job. Yeah, I get what you explained, but when using physics engine, a falling block is as far as I get. Oh. Yeah, they can be hard to set up, right? It's a tough interface, really, because it's like, how much do they allow you to control over the physics versus how much do they allow? Okay. They've uploaded, I believe. Leave that guy. It's driving me crazy. I'm sorry, buddy. Let's just see if this works. Okay. Let's launch 2, actually. Okay, cool. Is that someone else? Oh, that must have been me. That was weird. There's just like a weird thing. I couldn't imagine that the website works right now. I'm scared to open it, but oh, it does work. Yeah. There's unknown message header. That's interesting. Kind of a weird error message. I don't really know that, but that everything's gotten messed up now because the serialization has changed. Yeah. Let me do that next. I should have copied the WebAssembly binary over. Let's see here. Oh, I'm in the wrong folder. Where is it? Oh, CMD build. Website, content, MMO, replace, open a terminal here. No. Make all, or I think I need to make build. I think I can just do make deploy. Okay. Let's go ahead and disable cache. You guys probably want to do like a hard refresh. Make sure that you have this thing checked. Well, that's a weird, it like the frame buffer didn't resize. It didn't get that callback. Interesting. Do it that way, will it? Huh. Oh, there's a lot of errors. Those things effed. Oh, I'm getting a lot of let me just refresh these guys. I don't know what happened on those. There you go. I'm gonna close this one. I'm just curious. I just want to look at this. Dude, this takes so much. This is such a tiny little instance. I've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. Oh, get me out of here! Get me out of here! Dang. Who is this? It's funny because like I genuinely have no idea who's who yet. One day we'll get there though, boys. One day we'll know who's calling names. I don't even know what you said. I don't speak British. You crashed. I broke text input by pressing CMD or something. Oh, interesting. My whole game froze. It's like it didn't regain control over the UI. Units MMO, 99 plus errors. Oh gosh. Did it die? Yeah, when I hit, look at that. It like crashes. What's the error though? Panic runtime out of range. Create window. Something crashes, whatever. I think it's just hitting the Windows key. That must have been what crashed it before. What happens to our text? Type something. I'm just curious how it renders. Does it flicker? It looks like it's kind of flickering. Your mom. So rude. Any key not handled? Crash probably. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. I wonder if it happens on the desktop client too. Luckily the server, the server's like surprisingly stable. It's just whenever I run it in WebAssembly, or like the rendering stuff is a little bit questionable, let's say. I'm top hat guy. Nice. Go run client. Windows key? That still works. Okay. So it's only in WebAssembly, it looks like. Now we just need weapons. What do you guys want? Swords or bows? What's cooler? We definitely need weapons. I don't know like the direction to take this in. I was thinking, what did I actually write? I think I wrote it in my GitHub. Health and basic spellcasting. Oh, I need to do network prediction and smoothing. That was one thing. Optimize networks because it's really unoptimized right now. And some physics and collisions with tile map objects. Oh, I was thinking like, for that one, I was thinking, oh, if you get too far out, then you just, if a game has a crazy overpowered shitty gun and a shitty bow, I'll pick the bow. Oh, really? I like how long this is. This message was deleted by a moderator. I should remove the period though. What'd you try to send? If you just hit enter and enter again, it'll do that. Health system will be good so you can kill people who escape the island. Yeah. Well, I was just gonna make colliders. I was gonna make it so you couldn't leave the island. And also, like, you could build walls and stuff like that now, too. And then, like, you obviously need colliders on these guys. Everything breaks when you go to the black. Does it? I don't know. Seems like it's working. Holy, that's far. I need a teleport home button. Well, it broke before, now it works. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, no, I wouldn't be surprised. It's this is very experimental. I'm venturing into the void. I can see the chat logs, but we do probably need to have like a chat box down here, like a world chat. Otherwise, if you're not on screen with someone, you just have no idea what they're saying. What else was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I want to automate the deployment stuff, which I've kind of been working on. Chat system. We can check that one off now. So, there's a few bugs happening in browser. That's weird it did this. Yeah, I think we'll need to do a health system too. Yeah, but I wasn't really sure like what direction to take this into. Maybe like some networking optimizations, some health management, and some physics. And then like people can shoot each other or something. Can I see coordinates of players? No. I can see yours. I have no idea. The world goes upside down. Yeah. That's a zooming bug. Sad. Chomi. All alone. He's all alone in the world. Help, everything is upside down. Zoom in, zoom in. It's generally hard to move when you're upside down. I used to have a zoom lock. Zoom is stuck? Uh-oh. That's not good. There's the WebGL stuff I think in Go is pretty experimental these days, so I don't know. So some stuff might not work exactly right. It might be kind of buggy, but I think the desktop client will be a lot better. Oh, that's true. I need an animation. Oops. I meant to write GLFW. At as well, that's weird. Because I can type at. What key is under at? Like what's the you hacking? At is the same as it's left of 1. Oh. I mean right of 1? Yeah, there is a rendering. There's a problem with my rendering library where if I can't left. Did I crash myself by resizing? Oh, I probably hit the Windows key trying to snap it. I'm surprised I haven't done that in the past. There's 2 ways to type at. One crashes, the other doesn't. Yeah, ignore the input instead of crashing. Well, it might just be not knowing what this character is. I'll have to look into it. There's some weird symbols on here though. Mine's very, like, my code has been very, like, US keyboard focused. Anyways, chat box done. Yeah, you definitely can't do accents. Because I have to build a texture map of all of the keys, all of the letters that you're able to draw to the screen. So I can't do everything. So I have to kind of like dynamically choose which characters I'm willing to put into a texture map. Otherwise I have to have multiple texture maps or have one really big one. Maybe we'll do that's weird. It made 2 issues. Oh, I must hit new issue. That's super strange. Oh well. Well, that'll probably be it for today, boys. Hat. Maybe I'll make a hat command, like a /hat, and you can change your hat. That was my issue, to report the hashtag key. Oh. Oh. I thought I opened it. But it says I opened this. Oh, I made one and you made this one. And then I was like, oh, it's weird. It replaced. I see. Gotcha. So you made this issue. I see. My bad. I'm just going to combine them into one. Ban unit of time. We're sorry. We don't know that. Oh, of course I. Which unit of time, 1,000 seconds. You're gonna need more time than that. Which, are you doing this hash key? Log unit of time home address. No, it's left of 0. Left of 1. That? Oh, you hit this button. So you hit this button and then you hit that? Gotcha. So you hit this and this. No, just this button. Interesting. It's shift. Oh, shift escape. Okay, perfect. I got it to crash too then. I might have missed your last message if you sent one. Is Alt plus pound button. What does that do? That's tilde for me. Oh well. We'll figure it out. Oh, tilde isn't working. Tilde's failing. Tilde must not be in my render list. Really? Okay. Oh well. We'll fix it. We'll fix it, boys. So my text atlas is kind of small. There's not a lot of characters in it, so. I did it again. Oh, shoot. Messages can't have a slash. I must have accidentally removed those when I was messing with my regex. Of course, look at that. Unbelievable. It escaped my sensor unit of time. Oops. Function main ban unit of time. This isn't Rust. There's no ban macros. Actually, I found this interesting thread on Reddit where someone was talking about plugin systems for Go, and it seems like there are actually dynamic plugins. I don't think you have very much luck with this stuff. Console log window. One day you'll find an exploit. Document.eval. Love it, dude. I love it. I just love it. That's hilarious. I just don't see how it could possibly. I guess the only thing is that messages you send come back to yourself, you print those. But I can't imagine code getting printed in the console could be exploitable. Maybe it can though. That'd be the only thing I can think of is if I printed the message. But like this is just building something that gets rendered. It's like it would be very hard to craft a message that broke that or maybe you could break it for somebody, but like you could maybe send a message that crashes their game. But that's more like my fault, and that's not really like leaking at anything. Yeah, because the message is pretty just like filtered, and like that's basically it. It's not like I do anything with it, other than I log it, but. I feel like that'd be a very hard exploit to pull off. I hacked your game? Units, oh my gosh, dude. Make me so angry. What a sick burn. Dang, dude. I just got I think the server got hacked. I'll have to send out an email to everybody. We had a vulnerability leaked. He changed the title. Some user data may have been lost. or stolen. All right, boyos. Oh, hi. Who's that? There's a guy who sued someone for hacking because he accessed the site's HTML. Oh yeah, I saw that. It was like a government site, and they lost like social security numbers. At least I heard about that one. There was sensitive data stored in the HTML. Yeah, like it's really the webmaster's fault for leaking that data. Watching your stream. Cool. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for popping into the old MMO. So you got 2 viewers. One is the first one. I might be the second. You might just be. You did a press conference like we've been hacked by a professional. Oh yeah, I heard about that. I didn't watch it because I just knew it was gonna be pure pain. It was gonna be pure pain of just like listening to some guy talk about technology that he knows nothing about. But you know, what can you do? It was something like you managed to get access to the site's HTML source code. Yeah, it's like no, like you send that to them. You sent it to him. I like how we're just like having a chat inside this. This is working out. This is working pretty well. I don't know. I'm a little bit proud of myself. Yeah. Thank you. I think we just need to add the little chat box down here because it is kind of hard. It's difficult when. Yeah, I'm using Golang. It's difficult when like someone types something, but it's really long and it like fills up the entire screen. That's something I never added was a length buffer. Oh shoot, I just crashed it. I hit the wrong button. So you could probably type a message that's so long that it breaks something. We gotta give these kids some swords. Any Golang game engine you're using? No, I'm using like a handwritten one. Everything by myself. Yeah. I was using Pixel originally, but then I decided Pixel doesn't work for WebAssembly, so I tried to migrate it for a little bit, and then I kind of gave up. And so I started using just OpenGL natively, and then I have WebAssembly bindings for WebGL. So the way you're playing on is WebAssembly. It's like Golang built for WebAssembly that talks to WebGL to do the rendering. But it all comes together pretty cohesively. And I just have like a little Google Cloud server that's hosting this guy. And it's where are you? Yeah. This guy didn't even make a rendering library in WebAssembly. Shake my head. What do you think about Ibitin? I don't know how to pronounce that one, but I think that's a good one. That's probably, if you're going to make a game in a Golang game framework, you should probably use that one. It didn't fit like my way of programming exactly what I wanted, so I switched to like, because I kind of knew OpenGL beforehand, it was like I felt sometimes like I want to do this thing, but I couldn't do it just because it's a little bit more higher level, you know, because it's a very simple library to use. So I had challenges with that, but he's definitely got a lot more. He's got a lot more stable of a code base and a lot better, like a lot better feature set than me. Like he'll do like automatic texture atlasing. I'm pretty sure it'll automatically atlas your textures for you, whereas I have to pass mine in as a sprite sheet. And you know any game examples for a physics engine? I don't know. I don't really know that many physics libraries. Most of my physics in games is very simple, so I don't have to deal with it. Yeah, I think Abiton's pretty good though, or Abiton. I'm not sure how you say it. That's definitely the most stable for Go. And he's also got it like ported to a lot of platforms. Mine's just Linux, Windows, Mac, and well, Mac's like put an asterisk next to that one, and then WebAssembly, obviously. But there's a lot of instabilities still. So, but I'm working on it. It's fun. We're getting there. Yeah, Mac star. Yeah, I can help you, Jomi, with your platformer if you want. Like if you get stuck on anything for the physics side. Do you think you're going to use a physics engine? Desktop app crashes in record time. Yeah, the problem is I don't have a Mac to test with, so once I buy a Mac though, we'll be good to go. I need to fix this. Now that people are actually like typing stuff, I think that it's just crashing a lot. Like the what's it called? I want to use the physics engine because I don't know how to make it myself. Yeah, it just depends on what kind of features you need. There's like collision detection, then there's like the collision resolution, and then for collision detection, you might use like a quad tree or something like that to detect when things collide, and then after that you have to. And all physics engines don't have good examples. Yeah, that's the hard part. It's like you pull in a dependency, but then it's like, well, if I want to do this weird thing, I don't really know how to do it in this dependency. I think physics resolution, like resolving it, I can't even find a good platform tutorial. Yeah, I don't really know of any, to be honest. Except for Unity, yeah. But then you're like, they just do everything for you, so it's kind of... I think resolving physics collisions can be kind of tricky though, so that's probably the hardest part. But you can do probably something pretty simple, where you just like, you move something, if you detect a collision with something that he shouldn't be able to pass through, you just move him, you just don't move it, you just stop him there. It's like, now you do this, but don't have this. Yeah, it's just like very like, here's the thing you do, and it's like, you don't really know what you're doing, you're just doing stuff. Yeah, I like knowing at least, I at least want to know like what the abstraction I'm working with is, so I can use it. Like I hate it when it's just like, oh, do this, then this, then this. It's like I want to know like what I'm doing when I call each of these functions. But anyways, I'm gonna go eat lunch, I think. It was fun though. Hey, this is done now, which is nice. I was sitting on my leg hurts now. We're getting closer. Anyways, thanks for stopping in, boyos. I'll see you guys next time. And have a good one. Good luck with your physics engine there, Jomi. I'm sure you'll get it working. But see you guys. Bye.